Hello students, today we see new concept, that is Cauchy sequence. So definition of Cauchy sequence is: let Sn n is equal to 1 to infinity be a sequence of real numbers, then the sequence Sn n is equal to 1 to infinity is called Cauchy sequence if for any epsilon greater than 0 there exists capital N belongs to capital I such that mod Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon for Mn greater than or equal to capital N. So this Cauchy sequence means for given epsilon, if there exists an integer capital N such that mod Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon for M and N, this M and N are greater than or equal to capital N. That means for given epsilon is a small real number and it is positive greater than 0. So for given this small number, very small number, if there exist integers M and N greater than this capital N, that means for some values of the sequence Sn, Sm is mth term of sequence, Sn is nth term of sequence. So this M and N are greater than capital N, means the terms for greater than or terms after S capital N. You know sequence Sn means it is a set of all the terms from n is equal to 1 to infinity, that is S1, S2, S3, S4 dash dash. So in that set for some values or some terms after this capital N, suppose capital N is equal to 100, then the terms after S100, for those terms this difference Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon. If we have given epsilon, then if we can find such capital N so that the terms after that S capital N, for that terms mod Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon, that means difference between two terms, Sm is one mth term, Sn is nth term, and M and N are greater than or equal to capital N. That means S capital N after the terms all terms after S capital N, for those terms difference between any two terms Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon. So for given epsilon there are different capital N. If we change epsilon, capital N also change. So if we find such capital N for given epsilon, so that difference between any two terms in the sequence is less than that epsilon. If we can find such capital N, then this sequence Sn is Cauchy sequence. So for example, if sequence Sn is equal to sequence 1 upon n, n is equal to 1 to infinity. This sequence is Cauchy's sequence because sequence 1 upon n is equal to, the terms in the sequence are put n is equal to 1 2 3 4, then the terms will be first n is equal to 1, we get 1, n is equal to 2, we get 1 upon 2, so that so on, 1 1 half, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4 dash dash, n tends to infinity. There are infinitely many terms. So this is 1 upon n sequence. Then nth term, if we take nth term Sn, then it will be 1 upon n. Then Sm, n is equal to m, then Sm will be 1 upon m. Then Sm minus Sn will be 1 upon m minus 1 upon n. So if for given epsilon we can find n such that Sm minus Sn means 1 upon m minus 1 upon n is less than epsilon for m and n greater than or equal to capital N. Now you see here, as n tends to infinity, this sequence, terms in this sequence goes on decreasing, or you know that the limit of this sequence is, since all the terms are positive and terms goes on decreasing, so positive terms when goes on decreasing infinitely, its final limit will be 0, or its lower bound is 0. So these terms are goes on decreasing. So for given epsilon we can find this capital N such that the terms difference between these two terms will be less than this epsilon. Epsilon is small number, therefore we can get the difference between two terms very small, and for that we can find capital N. So sequence 1 upon n is Cauchy's sequence. Now let us take another example. Sequence Sn is equal to n square, n is equal to 1 to infinity. Now this is not Cauchy sequence because the terms in the sequence are 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square dash dash. You can see the terms in this sequence are goes on increasing. So the upper limit of the sequence does not exist, or the upper limit of this sequence is infinity, and therefore for given epsilon is a small number, we cannot find capital N such that the difference between two terms Sm minus Sn means m square minus n square, this difference must be very small. So we cannot find the terms or capital N such that the terms after capital N and difference between the two terms is less than epsilon. Such capital N we cannot find because terms goes on increasing. Therefore this sequence n square is not Cauchy's sequence. So now we see theorem on this Cauchy sequence. Theorem 7. If the sequence of real numbers Sn, n is equal to 1 to infinity, converges, then sequence Sn is Cauchy's sequence. That means if any sequence is convergent sequence, then that sequence is always Cauchy's sequence. We have to prove this theorem. So very simple proof of this theorem. Since this sequence is convergent sequence, we have given that sequence is convergent. Therefore, you know that when sequence is convergent sequence, that means that sequence has finite limit. So let us take limit of this sequence Sn is equal to capital L. Then by definition of limit, for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists capital N belongs to set of integers such that mod, always we write here Sn minus L, but here we take k, mod Sk minus L, this is less than, instead of epsilon we can take epsilon upon 2, and this is for, since here is k, here also we say that for k greater than or equal to capital N. So here we have written definition of limit of Sn. Instead of n we can take any integer. So here we have written k. So for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists capital N such that mod Sk minus L is less than epsilon by 2 for this k greater than or equal to capital N. That means the terms after this capital N, the difference between the term Sk minus L is less than epsilon or epsilon by 2. So this is our definition. Now take Sm minus Sn, m and n, these are small integers greater than or equal to capital N. For all integers greater than or equal to capital N, we have written here this Sk minus L is less than or equal to epsilon by 2. So we write here equation number 1. So for m and n are also greater than or equal to capital N, and mod Sm minus Sn is equal to, here we take for our convenience minus L and plus L, that means we add and subtract capital L so that there is no change in this Sm minus Sn. So here we add and subtract capital L, and this is written in bracket Sm minus L in one bracket and L minus Sn in another bracket. Now here this is sum of two brackets, and you know that this sum is, that means mod A plus B is always less than or equal to mod A plus mod B. Therefore, that means if we separate addition in modulus, then there is less than or equal to sign. So therefore we have written here this is less than or equal to, and separate we mod here mod Sm minus L plus mod L minus Sn. Therefore, now here is mod L minus Sn, we can write it as Sn minus L, because Sn mod Sn minus L is same as mod L minus Sn. You know this. Mod A minus B and mod B minus A, these are same things. So this is less than or equal to mod Sm minus L plus mod Sn minus L, and from equation 1 we can write this mod Sm minus L is less than or equal to epsilon by 2, because this m and n are also greater than or equal to capital N, and by definition of limit, here in equation 1 we have written that for k greater than or equal to capital N, mod sk minus l is less than epsilon by 2. So here our less than or equal to sign becomes less than, and for this we can write epsilon by 2. So this mod sm minus sn is less than epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2. This both the mod are less than epsilon by 2. Therefore mod sm minus sn is less than epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2 is equal to epsilon. So this is less than epsilon, and this is for m and n greater than or equal to capital N. So this is nothing but our definition of sequence. Yes, Cauchy's sequence. If the Sn is a Cauchy's sequence, then mod Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon. For given epsilon, there exist m and n greater than or equal to capital N, such that mod Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon. Therefore, this sequence Sn is Cauchy's sequence. So we stop here.